The outside team, I was worried about.
We're here today to talk to our local MP Richard Harrington about climate change and see what our town is doing to combat the effects of it.
I'm here today because I care about the environment, and I think, especially for my generation needs to be into it.
I want to help all the people in different countries that aren't as lucky as us, so people who can't have proper milk, who can't have proper food, water.
We're passionate about saving the climate and stopping climate change.
We're here today because someone's got to speak up for future generations. They don't have a voice unless it's through us.
We're here to lobby our MP. We just want to say just how angry we are with what's going on at the moment and to stiffen his resolve to change things.
We need more nuclear, we need greener energy.
I'm quite happy to think about that.
But what I would say is I'm not anti-renewables. I think that tidal, geothermal, some of the kind of emerging markets that we've got in some of those.
She said that she was very committed to climate change and pointed to her activities in the climate change debate. And I wanted to say to her how I think that this is the crucial issue.
We just want to make sure that she'll support our cause to make sure that getting towards an end of global poverty, and one of the things we need to do is to tackle climate change in the developing world.
We've got something going at our transition town in Kings Langley with solar panels. It has brought the community together. We've got a community farm, but all of this is being done by the sweat of our brows, and we would love to see less help to the fossil fuel companies and more to the renewables, but there are far more allowances given to fossil, and it's all because they're very close to government.
Today is a global issue about global warming, about how we manage our planet and how the planet manages us as well.
Well, we're here today to speak up about climate change. It's really important for our organisation and our supporters because there'll be increased pollution incidents with the models that climate change are predicting. There'll be waves lost through sea level rises, and the coast could potentially be reshaped from coastal erosion due to heavy storms. So a really important issue for UK water users.
Well, we've come here because we're about sustainable transport, which means we want not so much road building. We'd like much more investment in railways, we want lower train fares, and we want to save the bus cuts that are going on around the country. About £9 million worth of buses are being cut. And all of that contributes to climate change.
Midlands engine for growth in terms of investment, devolving transport decisions down to a local level, whether that's in the West Midlands, whether that's in the north of England.
While taking millions and millions of pounds off all of the councils in the region. Year upon year upon year.
You can't spend what you haven't got, and at the end
but
of the
you're
day,
going to spend it on HS2.
But you know,
so you're admitting we've got the money.
No.
You're admitting we've got the money.
I'm an environmental campaigner myself. Yeah. My MP is actually the climate change minister, Amber Rudd, and we've spent the best part of the last 2 or 3 years fighting a local road scheme in Hastings, where partly on the grounds that it's going to boost carbon emissions in Hastings, and she's been implacably in favour of building more roads in Britain, just as she's implacably in favour of boosting energy, extreme energy, fracking and all the rest of it. She's not meeting any of her constituents here today, so unfortunately from that perspective, had a wasted trip.
For the love of our children, let us change our lives.
To save the equivalent of having one extra child, 20 people had to reduce their consumption, and that was a realistic level, reducing their private car mileage by half, low energy light bulbs, less holiday flights, all that sort of thing. So 20 people had to make it feasible for somebody else to have one extra baby.
We've got big things coming up this year. We've got the climate change negotiations at the end of this year, and next year we're going to have Trident Renewal. And those two things are intimately related. They are two of the main threats to humanity.
Let us change our way. Let us change our way. Let us change our way. Let us change our lives.
Yes!